As a recruiter, you need to know what the motivating factors are, why people change jobs. Is it emotional? Is it rational? Check out this video right now and find out. Hey, welcome to the Millionaire Recruiter. I'm Brandon Rooney, your Millionaire Recruiter. If you haven't yet seen this channel before, it is all about making you the next Millionaire Recruiter. Let's get to it. All right, I hope you guys are having a super awesome week. I have been really excited to talk about what motivates people in general to leave jobs, because I think it's super important for recruiters to understand that. There's all sorts of reasons, but what today we're going to talk about is more of a generalization on, is it emotional or is it rational? Now, I'm in tech recruiting. I'm sure you figured that out by now if you're watching some of these videos, but recruiting is recruiting, and some of the same fundamentals can go through all sorts of industries, which is awesome and amazing. So when you are, of course, liking and subscribing, you're asking some questions about it. Yes, this absolutely applies. So feel free to put your, questions below and I'll answer them. So, okay, what do you think? Normally, especially in tech, very analytical people, you would think that this is a very rational decision, that they're going to write down the pros and the cons, and they're not going to have any emotion in that. Not true whatsoever. Actually, I have seen a lot over the last 12, 13 years or so. I would say the majority of the people have made emotional decisions, which is so interesting because they say don't make emotional decisions when it comes to money in life. But it's like, how can you not? Think about this. I say this all the time. A job, a career is something that is either number one or number two in their life. They interchange with family, friends. It's somewhere that you spend most of your time with, away from either your family and friends, right? So it has to be your number one or number two. So absolutely, it's going to be a very emotional decision. That is why recruiters not only are amazing to help find these people and pull on their heartstrings and be like, are you sure you don't want to look? But at the end, recruiters, this is why also recruiters will never get replaced by robots or AI, is because we get to talk it out with them as like their career coach, their career counselor. Again, I talk about this in a lot of videos. Why do people go to counselors? Well, talk to a stranger about their problems, about their successes and stuff like that. It's because they want to be heard and they want to have the psychological safety and the open platform of not being judged. Unfortunately, a lot of people judge, and during this moment in time, it's so important for them to just talk it out and to talk all their options through. And so this is why the intake is so important, that conversation when you first get their resume and talk about them and their job search. That's why it's important, because at the end, you're going to talk about that and talk about everything you've spoken about during the whole process. And that's why it's good to keep in touch throughout, because things change. We get frustrated sometimes because things change. However, again, emotional decisions is always like this. They're a roller coaster. So that's why you have to go through that with them. So today we were talking about the different types of closing. Now this video isn't about that, but it was about one of my most favorite closes, which is the go with your gut close. And that is why that one works most of the time, because it is an emotional decision. You're literally telling that person, sit back, close your eyes, and where do you see yourself working? Who do you see yourself working with? What project is getting you up in the morning and jazzed to go into work? Or we'll work from home right now, but jazzed to get to work, get work done. That's important. And that's why I really wanted to do this video today, just to really touch on the fact and remind recruiters, remind companies that this decision, that this very important life-changing decision someone is making is very emotional, and they need, as companies and recruiters, you guys need to have that personal touch in order to get someone to the finish line. When you're looking at pieces of paper, which is the offer letter, and you're seeing, well, 50K difference, 20K difference, whatever the difference it is, don't pay attention to those numbers. Yes, people can have their motivating factor be money, and that's fine, but that's still an emotional reason. So think about this just for a second. What if they are money motivated? What are they spending that money on? They want to move, they want to travel. If they want to travel, guess what? You need to make sure that that company has a good vacation policy, because if they don't, then that extra money, although of course everyone loves extra money, and that extra money isn't being used to where they want. An emotional decision. So that's still a fight. Definitely. So what I would love for you guys to do is definitely, of course, like and subscribe and watch every Thursday at noon. But no, I would love for you guys to put the different types of motivating factors that you think below has really come into play, or the things that have been challenging when closing. And let's see if they're emotional or if they're rational. I would love to see that, because that I would love to inspire all different videos. And actually I'm going to make sure that I'm doing different closing videos throughout, because like I said, there's all different ways to close. And there's all different motivating factors. But at the end of the day, I believe more often than not, it comes down to actually the emotion behind it. So get involved in your candidates' lives. Help your clients close those deals, make the money for both of you guys. So, all right, I will see you every Thursday at noon. And don't forget that money is just a vessel that gets you to do all the amazing things you want to do. So go live your life. Talk to you next week.